weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Yes. What's going on, everybody? I'm back. Hey, girl. Guys and gents, okay? Cats and kittens, all of the people. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Bondy Blue. I'm back once again. Girl. Sometimes you have to buck yourself up, okay, if you don't know what that's about. Hi, everybody. It's Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Bondy Blue show. Okay. Before I get into it, and I'm gonna call off the list of topics that we going through today, girl. When I write the shit down, it's serious. Okay. Before I tell y'all the list, though, I want to remind everybody that Just Move supplements. The link is down below in the description box. Okay, listen. Girl, the way I'm going to have to drink up some energy supplement, some energy rush after this here live so that I can go and do a 30-minute workout from the creator of the energy supplement, LASHAE. Okay, so I'm going to go from Just Move supplements to ifyoucanmove.com, girl. Okay, the lady makes up a good part of my day most of the time. So shout out to LASHAE. If you're not on her, get on her, girl. Good protein shakes, good energy supplement. It works. It really does work. Okay. So y'all go ahead and check that out. Also, I'm super duper excited because I should have some type of toy on its way here from SEDURE.com. The link is down below in the description box. I forget how many affiliate programs I have that I do not promote enough for. And we're gonna try to change that, girl. Okay. And lately my obsession with the Twitter. Uh, okay. My P word obsession, as some people like to act like I have. I'm being facetious, y'all. It's not that deep. Like, some of the girls are in their cars, like, masturbating on Twitter. It's crazy. I'm not doing any of that. But I missed my point. Shop SEDURE, girl. Sometimes we need help. Okay. The toys. Girl, use my link and get the toys. Whatever. Y'all hear what I'm saying. Okay. Okay. You see toys on Twitter and you're like, what is that? Can I order that? And then you go to shopsedure.com using my link and you find out that you can. Okay. One of my videos can't be monetized. Is that right? Let me see which one it is as I have this, like, y'all sending me updates that make my nerves bad while I'm on live distracting me. God, make sure y'all like the video and subscribe to my channel as y'all come into the room. Okay, girl, now that I've told y'all about the Just Move supplements, the Shop SEDURE, okay, let y'all know what's really hood right now. What are we talking about? What's the, not like us. I thought y'all said that we could have it. It don't matter, girl. It don't matter. That's why you got to be there for the members only live, because YouTube, once it's done, will try to come in and stop everybody from seeing it, partially blocking it in certain places. But whatever. I'm happy to see all of you guys. And I hope that you guys use some of my links down below. Okay. Now the topic. There's 300 of y'all in here. I feel like now we can get into the topics. First of all, we're going to be talking about Kamala. Oh, yes. We had a members only live last night. I gave y'all my opinion then, but we're going to get a little bit more into it. Also, hold up, forgot. We've been off the past 2 Wednesdays for whatever reason, girl. But tomorrow, Wednesday night, I will be co-hosting at Jam Session at the NOLA Jazz Market. So, New Orleans people, come on down. And I'm excited because two of my Reset by Design girlies are coming through. Okay, shout out to Kay, shout out to Amanda, shout out to all the Reset by Design girlies. Okay, I love y'all. The long way. And so, I just wanted to tell y'all about that before we got into it. Oh my God, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Nija. Oh my God. Happy birthday, my love. Happy 33rd. Okay. Happy birthday To you. All right. So we're going to talk about Kamala. We're going to talk about Trump. Hey, Cortana, please come through. Please come through and sing. Please come through and sing. Please. Thank you. We're going to talk about the unfortunate events of Sonia Massie by way of the good sis Solange, which is the only reason I decided to talk about it is because I appreciated her statement and I did not have to watch a video of another unarmed Black person being murdered by police officers on body cam footage. I don't need to go through it. I've been through enough. We're going to get into some things we found out about Shannon Doherty, girl. What's going on? We're going to talk about Spice, Cash Doll, Dream Doll, Chris Brown. And lastly, we're going to end with Cardi B and Paris the TikToker, who always leaves some pick-me thirsty, thick tongue, thick neck, thick gummed ass response about something under some comments, girl. Ugh. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I literally cannot stand women that are just so thirsty for dick validation, especially when you don't have to try that hard. You don't have to try that hard, my girl. Oh my God. Give the neck a rest from all of the penis you're forcing down it. Like, oh my God. The girls are just so mad. It's crazy. Girl, get a toy from Shop SEDURE. Okay, get a toy from Shop SEDURE and go get on Twitter and calm the fuck down. Okay? That's really all you would have to do, girl. I just gave you me sprinkling magic on it right there. Because a lot of you don't need a man, girl. You just need an orgasm. Make it happen for yourself. For all of our sakes. All of my links are down below in the description box. So, you click. And it scrolls down. It should, girl. It should. It should be in there. My God. Anyway, how do we submit for the panel to support the documentary? Yes. Okay. I would really love if you guys would send me emails because that would be the easiest way. I'm going to put this on the screen. If you do want to be a part of the panel, and I'm only picking 2 people because we're not going to be on here all day, girl. 2 people, but I would love for you guys to send me a quick little email, tell me what you want to discuss, what part of this you want to discuss yourself, what you want to share. Give me your info, your email, I have your email. Okay, whatever. And I'll send you the link when we do it. Because I feel like I want to pre-record it and then release it later, just to make sure there are no glitchy things going on. So here's the email. Hold up. Screenshot this, girl. Screenshot it. All right. And so let's press. Okay, Mr. Sister. Okay, hello. Thank you for becoming a member, my love. Listen, thank you. Thank you. So here we are. Let's start here.
Understand that it will look really bad if they do not lean in to saying that they really do want Kamala, but even that feels a bit performative to me, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm starting to see articles creep out and they seem like attacks on Kamala. Again, if we can go into our time machine and go back to 2020, well, every time that someone tried to interject the truth about Kamala, which is that she slept her way to the top, it's a fact. She was with some 6-year-old man, got her start in the political career, and they would go, oh my gosh, how dare you say this? That's so sexist. Well, then suddenly on July 6th, the Daily Mail actually published a headline about the fact that Kamala Harris was, thoughting through life. And they basically said she got her political start, her political upstart, because she was dating this guy, Willie, can't think of his last name right now. And he was married and he was in his 60s, and Kamala Harris was just a spring chicken. And that is how she entered the political scene. So she was not somebody who was a part of their ecosystem, but they tapped her in 2020 because they were like, oh, like the thing that we always say is that look at the Republican Party, it's so white and there's no diversity. And how are we going to be able to say that if we're running Joe Biden, who's been extraordinarily wealthy his entire life and whose son is becoming extraordinarily wealthy while smoking crack simply because he's doing dirty deals in Ukraine? So what are we going to do? We're gonna hire Kamala Harris. We're gonna select Kamala Harris to be the vice president. And he's the only person I can think of. And then we can sell. I know that when she was sworn into Congress, she was talking about how she's an Indian, but we'll just sell the people, like, forget the Indian side. Like, now she's back to black. And the streets are talking, ha, 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 ha. And that's what they did. So that is the only reason that Kamala Harris, they literally did not have another person that they felt could be the vice president and allow them to use the isms. You don't like her, you're a sexist. You don't think that she's amazing, you're a misogynist, deep-seated misogyny. You don't want this ticket to win. Is it because Kamala Harris is black? Kinda. I feel like it is. It's because you're a racist. So they just needed her to do the thing. So they understand that it will look really bad if they do not lean in to.
Okay. I'm going to say this, and I hope you all hear me. Nobody becomes vice president using their coochie alone. Girl. Not even boinking the right 60-year-old can ensure a person being able to be a vice president, let alone a district attorney of California. These are things that require actual work. These are things that require law degrees that require you to take tests and prove that you actually know something. So even my dear Candace, who I believe has not fully finished college, even if Kamala Harris used her coochie to advance herself in politics as a biracial Indian and Jamaican woman, she still would have had to be smart, a lawyer, then a district attorney, then a senator, then a vice president. These are things that required years of work. And we know it because y'all like to go and throw things that she's done in the past in her face in order to make it seem as if she's not qualified for the job. Even if she was using her coochie could only get her so far when there's coochie everywhere. This very school marm, I don't need to ever tap into my sensuality, sexuality, dry coochie vibe that this 30-something-year-old woman is promoting online is just so weird. It's so weird. Candace, love. It's weird how angry you get about other women's sexuality to the point that it makes me feel like yours is so repressed. I really feel that way, y'all. I think Candace has an extreme sexual repression going on to the point that I would stretch into the lesbianism, to be honest. Looking at her temperament, her attitude, I don't care how often you have sex with your husband so that you can procreate and prove that your vagina is of worth. Essentially, you come off like a closeted lesbian that hates herself. So she has to, like, honestly, I feel like go at the women she wishes she could have sex with. Because that's how you behave. Like, you come off like DJ Academic sometimes, like somebody that's like just so angry at the very people they wish they could have access to. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. Like, please don't get me wrong. Okay. I don't know Candace's life, but that's what she gives. Like, I knew girls like Candace in high school that before they decided to grow their locks and stop putting us through this, differentiation between the roots and the ends, girl. The ends are straight and stringy and the roots are thick and they want to curl and crinkle and be black so bad, but you won't allow it. And so now it's damaged. Girl, it's absolutely giving. Y'all, I promise y'all, she fits perfectly the prototype of a young woman I knew in high school who eventually then turned into a stud. A very intelligent one, but a stud nonetheless. And she would come at me all the time. Like, we would have this very, we're cool some days, beefed out other days type of relationship. And it is because I am smart in a way that is upsetting to people who feel like book smarts is the only type of smarts you can possibly have. In school, I would annoy people with this because I can just pick shit up sometimes off of people. And you think you're coming at me, and then I hit you up with something that's so like deep. Yeah. I'm one of those people. So I know motherfuckers like Candace, and I've argued with them. And this shit comes from a repression. This shit, all of this anger, y'all, it comes from a repressed place. Outside of that, you guys, as I said, whatever Kamala did with her vagina is of no consequence to me. Because Donald Trump has been accused of R, SA, and SH, including non-consensual kissing or groping by at least 25 women since the 1970s. In June 2019, writer E. Jean Carroll alleged in New York Magazine that Trump R'd a girl in a department store dressing room in 1995 or 1996. He's also fully involved in the Epstein files. One of the craziest things I ever peeped was how Trump supporters were able to detach him from the Epstein situation, as if a person that is literally on camera, on audio, talking about how he's allowed to get away with grabbing women's vaginas because he's famous. This is one of the realest things you have ever heard anybody say, and y'all continuously ignore it and act like it has never been said. I told y'all that even fucking Dave Chappelle told y'all that the reason why he wanted to be famous is so that he can wipe his very smooth egg-like Botox, no hair having balls on some bitch's face, and there's nothing that she can do about it because you're famous. And not because you can like do it just because you're like, you know, overpowering her. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Because you're famous, she'll want you to do it. That is the mentality. That is the mentality that because I am famous and I am rich, I can do whatever I want to do to you and get away with it. And then I can make you the bad guy. Yeah, that's how that happens. So if you mean to tell me Kamala got her come up from consensual sex, along with the law degree, the being a senator, the district attorney, the vice president, along with all those things. Please don't get me wrong, y'all. I have a problem with Kamala's, ignorance of racism in this country. And I feel like it might come from the fact that your parents are too soon immigrants, right? They weren't slaves in America. You have an Indian mother and a Jamaican father. This is people who are from different places who may not necessarily have the chattel slavery understanding that a lot of us whose ancestors were enslaved on this land that we have, the understanding that we have, which is that there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the continued gaslighting of everybody to say that this country is not built on racism is ridiculous when it literally was conceived through racism, slavery, telling people that they're not human so that you can use their bodies for free labor. The free labor translated into money. Money translated into families having businesses. Those family businesses turned into corporations. Those corporations turned into oligarchs. And now those people who only have Black people's slave bodies to thank for their riches continue to keep them down and oppress them with the very money from their dead bodies. And yes, let's not even get into the murdering of the natives. I mean, we can, but y'all know what I'm saying. We're talking about the black people right now. That's all. Either way, they fucked over everybody. The infancy in every way. You stole the land, everything. You stole it. You killed people. You incited them to try to fight each other. Y'all did a lot of shit that makes this shit bad. So yeah, y'all. I just when people act like they're so fucking smart, like Candace, I'm like, are we that smart? Are we that smart? Because why is this the conversation? Oh, Kamala's a whore. Girl, do you think we care right now? Do you think we care? Trump is a artist. I would rather somebody be giving it away for free. I would rather you be giving it away on a corner with a sign that says selling coochie for $5. Bitch, I would rather you give it away like that than to be taking it from people. So yeah, this is of no consequence. Okay? This bullshit is of no importance. And I just want to let everybody know, because I know a lot of y'all watch my content and you also follow me on Instagram. And you think that if we get into an argument on Instagram and you tell me that you watch me, that's supposed to change my perspective or make me feel bad about something. I just want to let you know you're wrong. I don't care. And I'm not arguing with anybody about Donald Trump. Do you know why? Because I feel like anybody that thinks that he is a viable, good candidate after the last 4 years, I was screaming it to the news people back then, and everybody was thinking that this shit was a joke. And y'all do this even now. Y'all laugh at him. Everything he does is a joke to y'all, instead of recognizing how deeply fatal it is and how many millions of people died in this country simply because somebody did not do what the fuck they were supposed to do as the president. That was enough evidence. Racism aside, sexism, misogyny, R-ing people, all of that aside, the way he handled the COVID-19 crisis is enough to let me know that you should not be commander-in-chief of anybody's fucking country. Period. Period. I'm not having this conversation in no back and forth with you bitches in no comments. You got me all the way fucked up. Your intelligence level ain't on mine. And the fact that y'all always take this approach, oh, Democrat, bitch, I don't give a fuck about Republican and Democrat. If I really could be independent and it means something, I would. Because I don't give a shit about this. I know what's going on. I know that both sides are a means to an end, and a lot of times they work together in order to eat off our backs. You think I'm confused about this shit? I'm not. Not arguing with anybody. I said what I said. If you want to have an ignorant debate with somebody, go do that shit somewhere else. But I'm letting you know, I don't care if you follow me. I don't care if you pay for my content. Think you about to argue me about this shit online and play with my intelligence like I'm stupid or something like that after I worked in the news business for 8 years during the Trump era. Girl, please. This is one of those times I'm going to make you feel as stupid as you sound. But the good news about all of this.
Breaking right now, Vice President Harris's campaign, which just began today, has announced a whopping $81 million fundraising haul since she entered the race. That is the largest 24-hour total of any candidate in U.S. history.
Did y'all hear what the biracial lady just did, girl?
Breaking right now,
Run it again.
Vice President Harris's campaign, which just began today, has announced a whopping $81 million fundraising haul since she entered the race. That is the largest 24-hour total of any candidate in U.S. history.
Did you hear that? A collective group of women of all races, creeds, and colors jumped on a Zoom call organized by Win with Black Women to raise a substantial amount of money ahead of her bid to run for president of the United States. In a whirlwind weekend of news, President Joe Biden announced that he would not seek re-election after Dems aired concerns about his overall health and mental well-being. And in the same breath, Biden immediately threw his support behind Kamala Harris for consideration as the Democratic nominee. In formation, Black women sounded the alarm and rallied together to initiate and discuss the game plan to support Harris and secure her place in history. The internet is undefeated. Y'all, listen. They said there was some reactions. We said it, y'all. Listen, I need to give that a women's applause, y'all, because that's some incredible shit. That is incredible. Okay, hold up. We got more. Man, that shit's crazy. Okay. So I want to play one more thing. You guys. But I also heard that she might have enough delegates to get the nomination. I'm hearing that. And if that's the case, I'm extremely hopeful in a way that I was not before.
Most unhappy people in America right now are Donald Trump, his campaign, and his supporters. They were salivating at the opportunity to run against 81-year-old Joe Biden. Joe Biden's a good man, but Joe Biden is incapable of communicating and making the case against Trump. Trump and his team knew that. They know Kamala Harris can make that case. And they also know that Kamala Harris is going to generate a lot of excitement from young people and people of color throughout this country who just were not really excited and maybe were thinking about staying at home in November. The Trump campaign is scared about this. They will not know how to handle this. And the other point I'd make is he's always going after people, but he's always had a difficult time attacking strong women. This will not be easy for him. Most unhappy people in America right now are Donald Trump, his campaign, and his supporters. They were salivating at the opportunity to run against 81-year-old Joe Biden. Joe Biden's a good man, but Joe Biden is incapable of communicating and making the case against Trump. Trump and his team knew that. They know Kamala Harris can make that case. And they also know that Kamala Harris is going to generate a lot of excitement from young people and people of color who...
Okay, it was spinning. I think y'all, I'm feeling a little optimistic about it. I really am. Like, seeing how fast she won the money. And you know what it's reminding me of? It is reminding me of how much people wanted Barack Obama to win. I feel like we might be in a space where we can make that happen with Kamala. I really hope we can, because that is the better option. She's younger. She's more progressive. They have done so many things to take away just the regular civil liberties that a lot of us millennials like grew up having. Like, as children, we had more rights than we do as women now. And that shit is crazy to me. I definitely think it takes a huge leap forward, and this might be that leap. So with the optimism involved here, I'm going to roll with it. I'm excited. I'm going to buy into it. I am not disillusioned. But girl, when I tell y'all, I want to leave the states when I'm ready, not under duress. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave the states under duress, girl. I want to leave when I'm good and ready and still be able to have a house here that may or may not, stay here depending on hurricane season. Not the end of days in a country falling. Like, girl, could we not and say we did? I feel like if the women can come together, finally we could, especially, in this time where it is so fucking needed, for the women to see that we are capable, and we are really more capable of this job than any of these men are. I don't know if y'all have peeped how much women do all the time. It's like keeping all of the spinning plates going on your back. Okay, you're getting fucked and keeping all of the spinning plates going at the same goddamn time. Okay, that's what women can do. take that proverbially, literally, however you want to take it. I don't give a damn. But I'm having the high hopes right now, y'all. I'm feeling it, and I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna roll with it. So y'all, moving on to sadder news. Solange speaks on Sonia Massie, y'all. So Sonia Massie was a young woman who was shot fatally by a police officer after she called the police to come to her home. Okay, hold up. Before I read what Solange said, um, body camera footage depicting the fatal police shooting of Sonia Massie, a 36-year-old Black woman who had called 911 for police assistance, was released Monday. This incident has led to murder charges against a deputy. Thank God. The 36-minute video made available by the Illinois State Police features body cam footage from both Sangamon County Sheriff's deputies who arrived at Massie's residence after midnight on July 6th. Massie had called 911 to report a potential prowler at her Springfield home, according to a court document submitted by prosecutors. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, Massie states. Huh? The deputy replies. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, she repeats. You better effing not, or I swear to God, I'll effing shoot you in the effing face. Grayson then pulls out his firearm and aims it at Massie. She ducks and says, I'm sorry, while raising a pot, as shown in the video. Drop the effing pot. Both deputies yell. 3 gunshots are heard. After a moment of silence, one deputy reports shots fired and calls for emergency medical services. So what was the pot gonna do to y'all? Was the pot a gun in your mind? Girl, what the fuck is going? Dude, I'm not taking fucking boiling water to the fucking head. And look, it came right to our feet too. You mean after you shot her? Minutes following the shooting, Grayson converses with another law. He really shot that lady so water wouldn't be thrown on him. She had boiling water and advanced towards me with boiling water, he explains in the footage. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and approach me with boiling water. Many social media users have urged outlets and individuals to stop sharing a video released 2 weeks after the fatal shooting and just days after Grayson was charged. Grayson, 30, was indicted by a grand jury of 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count each of aggravated battery with a firearm and official misconduct. He pleaded not guilty and was denied pretrial release. Good. It seems as if they're actually doing what they're supposed to do in this situation. His ass is in jail. Solange said, first words Sonia Massie said at her front door were, "Don't hurt me." She was told, "Why would we hurt you? You called us." When have those words meant anything when you're Black and woman in this country? When do those words protect you from not being murdered in your kitchen, in your bedroom, with your babies, or on your lawn? What is reassurance in this place? Rest in power, Sonia Massie, and an abundance of love and power to Sonia's family on this journey. Yeah, I think so. I think she saw something when she looked at him and maybe shouldn't have said what she said. Not saying it like that, y'all, because it don't matter. She was seeing something. But to me, it seemed like when she said she rebuked him because she was seeing whatever she was seeing, and I think she was absolutely right. Y'all, it's just ridiculous. I don't think she committed suicide. I think sometimes even creepy church people are sensitives that can see energy around people. Because when I saw the clip of the video that I did see, I feel like looking at him, I could see what she saw. Big, busting out of your clothes, sweaty, nasty looking, dark energy. Yeah, I think she saw and then said something. And then, you know, the way things happened in the moment, I still feel like he felt like her life is not worth me getting burned with hot water, even though I can back out of her fucking apartment. Even though I can back out of her apartment, the water isn't going to go through the door. The water isn't going to go through the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I think she saw a murderer. I do. I do. Yeah, he was. From what I can tell in that video, he was a big white man. Bro, this shit is so upsetting. I appreciate Solange's words. Peace to that lady and her family, man. Because that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. All right, y'all. We're going to take a break. And we're going to come back, all right?
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
Okay, y'all. If y'all want to go, further information, rewind the video. We talked about why they were there and all of that. So just rewind the video. So we're moving on. Shannon Doherty. Okay, y'all know rest in peace to Prue. All right. Shannen Doherty had previously spoken about her funeral arrangements on her Let's Be Clear podcast. Doherty said that there would be some people who only go to her funeral because they feel like they have to, feeling the pressure not to look bad. They'll show up because it's the politically correct thing to do and they don't want to look bad. They don't want to look bad, excuse me. So I kind of want to take the pressure off them. And I want my funeral to be like a love fest, she said, adding, I don't want people to be crying or people to privately be like, thank God that bitch is dead now. Yeah, I feel like she's talking about a few people, but specifically, I feel like she's talking about Alyssa Milano. Alyssa Milano, don't come to my funeral. And if you old bitches from Beverly Hills 90210 who don't like me still, you hoes don't come either. Yo, I feel like if y'all did not know, if y'all didn't watch Charmed, I watched Charmed growing up. And I mean from the first episode in 1999 until the last episode in 2008. I watched Charmed. Every episode, every season. And I have always been, the little witchy girl. Okay. That's always been me. That's who I am now. That's who I've always been. So Charm was my show. I remember when Shannon left after the third season, back then I was young, so I did not know how to find out what was really going on. For the first 3 episodes, girl, everybody thought that she was going to come back or she was at least going to show up as a ghost. And she never did, bitch. It was so upsetting. But I already loved Rose McGowan from Jawbreaker. So I was open to her. So I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like it took them a minute to get like their footing because it really didn't get good again until like season 4 or 5. I feel like 6 sucked, 7 and 8 were kind of good. The 8th season was really good though. Like they wrapped it up beautifully. Charmed had one of the best show finales in television history as far as I'm concerned. Like every time I watch it, I cry. But anyway, I feel like we did not know that the beef was as bad as it was until recently, literally months before. I feel like this past maybe year before Shannon Doherty passed away, we come to understand that it is big beef between them and Alyssa Milano. And at first it seemed like it was just Shannon and Alyssa Milano with the beef. But oh no, then we find out that Holly Marie Combs and Rose McGowan have chosen a side, and it was Shannon's side. And then to see, I mean, Shannon's relationship with Buffy, you know what I mean? Sarah Michelle Gellar, her relationship with some other like stars. It makes me feel like, damn, Alyssa, it was you all along. They say Alyssa was acting like an asshole on that set, which hurt my feelings so much because that was my girl. And it felt like Shannon was the asshole. It felt like Shannon was the asshole, but I should understand this better than most people, child. I absolutely know what it's like for everybody to perceive me as way worse than I actually am, simply because I cannot fake in front with people. Simply because I only know how to be honest about how I feel, I am perceived as the bad guy. Even though I feel like my truth is an act of, honestly, of care. To not actually, for people to always be able to trust whatever the fuck I said. You don't ever have to like be wondering, because I'm always wondering with other people and it stresses me the fuck out. Okay. So now, you know, that all of this was coming out like right before, and, you know, Shannon has had her back and forth with cancer for years now. But to find out it was Alyssa the whole time, y'all, girl, hurt my feelings real bad. During season 3, they said Alyssa was sleeping with Leo in real life, and that could absolutely be true. And you remember how they was fighting over Leo in the show at first? Piper and Phoebe were fighting over Leo. But that makes sense. Brian Cross was hot shit back then, and so was Alyssa. Did y'all know that they made the Little Mermaid, the cartoon character for Disney, after Alyssa Milano when she was a little girl? Like, they really saw her on TV and drew the Little Mermaid from her face. I was like, that makes so much sense. I loved her growing up. But yeah, y'all, it was a fucking mess. It was a mess. It was Alyssa the whole time, girl. We ain't even know. And it's so funny because I feel like unless Alyssa Milano just does some extremely outrageous shit, like, I can't even fully hate her. Like, I still can't, because that's still my girl. Like, she the bad guy, but she's still my girl, bro. Like, I love all of them. I'm not even gonna front on y'all. Now, Rose McGowan is a weird one. I'm not even gonna front. She is. But I'm just gonna say Holly Marie Combs is my fave. Holly Marie Combs has always been my fave. Girl, I love the Charm Girls. It is what it is. Anyway, you guys, just a little, you know, white people news, if y'all was into that or whatever, because, you know, I was growing up. Now let's move on. Let's talk about a little update for the Sean Kingston. You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You have me suicidal. Listen, I had to say it. Anyway, so beautiful girl singer Sean Kingston and his mother have been indicted on criminal charges, girl. These people are going to jail, bitch. Reports state that the 34-year-old and his mom, he's only 34. Oh my God. I know he was younger than me, girl. 2 years, but still, Mike, you've lived a life, haven't you, Sean? Y'all, 34-year-old and his mom were charged with 6. Y'all, why they took that lady? Did that lady not have a wig on? Is it only braids in the back? Girl, I don't know what's going on with this mugshot, but I am upset for this lady. Why y'all did this lady like that? Y'all couldn't leave her wig on for the mugshot? It looked like she don't even got no hair on her eyebrows. This is so upsetting. I'm sorry, y'all. They were charged with 6 crimes related to an alleged $1 million wire fraud scheme and are facing up to 2 decades in prison if convicted. As we previously covered, Sean Kingston, real name Keshawn Anderson, and his mother, Janice Turner, 61, were detained back in May amid a raid of the musician's Florida home. The singer had been hit with a lawsuit from a former business partner who claimed he scammed the shit out of him, prompting a federal investigation into the matter. This past Friday, July 19th, a mother-son duo reportedly appeared in court for the case, which resulted in them both being charged with 1 count of one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 5 counts of wire fraud each. Prosecutors allege that Sean Kingston and Janice Turner were involved in a scheme to steal from sellers of high-end specialty vehicles, jewelry, and other goods purchased via fraudulent documents. Allegedly, the two would make payments through banks for the products that never actually went through, resulting in them stacking up an excess of $1 million. Warrants from their arrest reportedly state that from October to March, they stole nearly $500,000 in jewelry, $200,000 from Bank of America, $160,000 from Cadillac Escalade dealer, and more than $100,000 from the First Republic Bank, and $86,000 from the maker of custom beds. So they was out here using his name and his connection with other celebrities, basically to get shit on credit. He would use his, I'm guessing, like fraudulent credit cards in order to pay some of this shit back, but wasn't really, he was paying his bills with the credit card. So then you just end up racking it up on the back end. Child, so stupid. The United States Attorney's Office of the Southern District of Florida reportedly wrote that Kingston and Turner unjustly enriched themselves by falsely representing that they had executed bank wire or other monetary payment transfers. How are they doing that? Should they be convicted on all charges? I guess sending fake shit through the mail or through the email, girl. Both faced a maximum of up to 20 years behind bars. It's noted in one report that Kingston was already serving a 2-year probation sentence for trafficking stolen property, while his mother has already served 1.5 years in prison after pleading guilty to bank fraud charges in 2006 for stealing over $160,000, according to federal court records. Girl, if you and your son ain't giving all of these weird ass people the allowance to ask, see what the single mothers do. See what the single mothers do. Oh yeah, y'all some scamming motherfuckers. Y'all just out here scamming. Now I feel like 20 years is excessive. I feel like if you didn't kill or hurt, maim somebody, 20 years is excessive. I think when it comes to shit like this, tops 8. I think 8 should be the top you do for financial crimes. Like, unless a person actually was out here doing some other shit, financial crime should not get more than 8 years. I think that's kind of excessive. Honestly, I think 8 years is a lot of time for financial crimes. But some of y'all got to learn y'all lesson, because y'all be like a lot of them girls. Remember old girl from what's her name from Basketball Wives? Stupid ass is out there awaiting trial and still doing illegal shit, still scamming. Get it the fuck out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Okay, let's move on. Where do I want to go next? Let's go to Spice.
So how did you feel when Erica called you a blue monkey?
It just reminded me what I'm fighting for, because you got to understand, this is not the first time like I've been put in a situation where people feel like they're better than me because I have a darker skin tone. And so it just kind of highlighted what I've always been talking about. And people act like, oh, we don't want to hear this again and da. But the situation is real. Colorism is real.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people feel like they're better than dark-skinned girls.
So do you feel like Erica Mena thought she was better than you?
I know that she thought that she was better than me. I don't feel like it. I know that. There was situations where I've heard things that she said about me, in terms of, I'm filming on Love and Hip Hop. They will travel with me to go out of the country. She's always like, why they following her around the country? Or what everybody saw on TV, what was happening behind my back. She just got caught. I already heard that she was calling me black or whatever. It wasn't her first time. It was she's a repeated offender. She's been saying that to black people. She's been called out people monkey before. The whole situation that happened, it just exposed her on camera, because that's who she really was. Right. So a lot of people was coming out and picking up for her and making it seem like it was something else. I was just sitting back and looking, because I already know what the truth is. But my thing is, a lot of people blame me for Erica Mena losing her job. But let's be real. If she didn't say that, she would have still have her job. Yep. I'm just annoyed over the fact where people are making it seem like I made her lose her job when it was your choice of word. And then I got blamed for it because people were talking about if I didn't mention her child, she wouldn't have said it. Yeah. I don't understand. I never said anything bad about her child.
And that's what we're going to have a fucking problem, Spice. That's what we're going to have a problem at, Spice. Because I'm with you when you're right, but I can't fuck with you when you're wrong. I'm going to let her finish.
You know,
your
it's not like I was
character, that's the only
disrespecting her
thing.
child or anything. She
Yeah.
brought the child up in the conversation. She was mentioning because of, you know, like insinuating like she was a single mom or being a good mom. And I was reminding her, are you talking about the same son that we know about, that the one that says you don't care, like the one that don't like you? Like, what are you trying to make this seem like?
I'm proud of you for like your representation for Black women. I mean, it's amazing. Like, you've done what most people will never be able to accomplish. You inspire so many people.
It's hard. It's hard as a Black woman to stand up out here against, you know, a lot of people. Colorism is real and it exists. I'm from Jamaica. People still there bleaching their skin, and I know that they're bleaching their skin because they feel like if they have a Eurocentric look or they have a lighter complexion, then society will probably, you know, be better. It will be better for them. But I'm always going to continue fighting and advocating for dark-skinned Black woman. I don't care. We're beautiful. We're Black. We're powerful. We can make it through society and do what anyone feel like we can do. And that's why I'm happy sometimes when I turn a lot of no's into yeses.
Round of applause for that.
That was nice.
All right. So with that being said, let's discuss. Spice is not wrong when she says that it is not her fault that Erica Mena lost her job. Spice is right when she says that Erica Mena has always thought she was better than the darker complected girls. And I'm going to take it a step further to what I have been saying this entire time, especially even before the monkey situation happened. I said that she thinks she's better than other Black girls. That's why she hangs around Black girls, because it makes her feel better about herself as the little Latina girl that was thrown away. The white and Latina people that she wishes she would have been able to actually make her bank off of rejected her because she's ignorant and loud and obnoxious. And she got fired from the Kardashian store. Her first reality show was Kim Kardashian's show. That bitch had her in, and she didn't know how to act. And so they brought her ass to Love and Hip Hop. And she was able to stand out and be star of the show, Men of Mondays and all of that shit. Now, you want to talk about somebody fucking their way to the top? This is an example of that. Are we mad at her about it? No, not really. If you want to pretend or not pretend and have sexual relationships with other women and all of that and other men in order to get you a storyline so you can get you some bread on a reality show, girl, I ain't mad at you. I don't even give a fuck. But what I will say is that, Spice, you are milking this and you are minimizing what you said. This is not about you saying anything bad about her son. You continue to ignore the fact that you cannot tell somebody they fucking kid don't love them and your kid love you. It's childish. It's petty. It is bottom of the barrel, bitch, what you said to her. It is. Does that make what she said to you okay? No. Does it change the fact that Erica Mena is probably a closeted Latina racist, like a lot of the Latina girls that want to act like they so cool with Black people in their faces so you can capitalize off them, but then turn around and talk shit about how they look like monkeys and roaches and shit when you amongst your own people? Oh, bitch, we see you. We see you. And trust and believe Black dick is not the same. You can be racist, colorist, and still want you some Black dick. Yes, absolutely. That's how it works. That's how it works. Girl, the slave owners was having sex with the slaves. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But I'm tired of Spice acting like what she said was not that big of a deal. It wasn't that fucked up. Yeah, it was. You shouldn't have lost your job for it, but please stop acting like it's not what it was. Say I went in her fucking neck. I basically called the bitch a bad mother because I wanted to provoke her to show her true colors to me. I did. I wanted to provoke that bitch so she could show her true colors to me, and she did exactly that. Because at the end of the day, if that's your response to me, bitch, you was always thinking that. And I would be like, you know what, Spice? You're right, bitch. Do you? Do you? You're not responsible for what comes out of her mouth. But the fact that you won't even acknowledge that what you said to her was that her own son don't love her and your son love you, and that's some real fucked up shit to say to somebody, girl. What? Yeah, nah. And I don't feel bad for Erica, y'all. I don't want y'all to misunderstand me. I don't feel bad for Erica. I don't feel bad for Erica at all. I just can't stand when Spice does that shit. Like, girl, please stand in what you did and stop acting like, you had no real part in the situation, because it's cat. It's cat.
I went and got surgery, and I'm like want to transition back to my natural body. Like,
oh, what now?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's going out of fashion?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So how would you go back then?
Well, I did a butt reduction.
Oh, so how did you do that?
Lipo, just lipo in your butt.
What, they just take it all out?
They just lipo it.
Oh.
But it's a process. It's leveled. I feel like natural bodies are more and slim, thick. I feel like that is like what's in right now.
But so naturally, are you you're slim, thick, right?
Nasata, no ass at all.
That's me. That is me. I was gonna say that was me.
I wish I could have like my A cups back, like so bad, but it's just.
But why though?
Cause I miss little boobs. It be hurting your back and stuff, but also it's just like nothing fits. Like all my stuff has to be custom tailored. Any jean got to be taken in. I went and got surgery, and I'm like want to transition back to my natural body. Like,
okay, so here's the thing, and this is what I can't stand. I hear what she's saying, right? But what I don't like is that y'all feel like the health of your body is not germane to the choices you make. Talking about what you're going to do with your body based on a fad is insane to me. And there are so many of y'all that are still on this wave of feeling like you need to go and get a surgery, a BBL, or get your titties done or whatever, even though you could possibly die, even though you could have all of these ailments, even though it could fuck with your body in negative ways. You would much rather take that risk for a trend. A trend. She said natural body is more in style right now. Y'all, my existence is not a style. My body shape is not a style. It's not a trend. It should change in time, naturally, not by brute force because of some stupid fucking fad. When I think about all of the women that have died during this time going to get surgeries over what is perceived in right now, in used to be a fucking jacket. In used to be jeans being cut up or tie-dye or gel shoes. Like a trend is not your fucking body, my nigga. Like, cut it out. It's wild when you think about it. It's crazy when you think about that. This is just a moment in time where what is being shown to you on social media, what is being shown to you as attractive, is oddly shaping surgical bodies that make the ass look extremely big in comparison to a very small waist that has to house all of your major organs. It makes me sad. It makes me sad that who fucking cares about a trend? Who cares about a fad, y'all? These things in the grand scheme of things don't fucking matter. They don't matter. And you will like die for a trend that will have only been it for a moment of your life. It is crazy to me. I just want y'all to love yourselves a little bit more than that. And trust me, I don't always do the best job loving myself either. I'm very hard on myself. Very, very hard on myself. And still, I would rather this body make it until I can't do it no more than for me to go and fuck with it and hate what I did after or be gone because of it. Like, that's insane, y'all. I want the girls to do better for themselves, man. Let me read some of these. Cammy216, thank you for the super chat. Candace Owens is the same woman who needed the NAACP. Girl, we keep reminding her of that. Jerry M. Travels, thank you for the super chat. They got those stimulus checks and forgot how bad he messed up with the COVID-19 crisis. They didn't forget. They don't care because I guess people dying is just, regular. Cindy could just thank you for the super chat. I can't wait to see a black woman beat Trump. That's the satisfaction of that might like really lift the energy in this country. Maxwell Media, thank you for the super chat. I love Shannon so much. I got the opportunity to meet her back in May, and she was so lovely. I was raised on charm. This feels like losing family. It does. Crystal Mabone, thank you, love, for the super chat. Hey, Bondy, just came to show you some love. Still at this hospital, working for 3 more hours. Catch you in the playback. Love you. Love you too, love. Have a good day at work. Okay. Hopefully this helps. And y'all, listen, I have body dysmorphia as well. That's why I'm always like recording myself and looking at my body to remind myself, like, you too hard on yourself, bitch. You look good. I post in defiance of how I may feel about myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind, y'all. All right, so moving on.
Y'all keep talking about a ring and being married. That shit don't stop neither. All that do is just make it harder for you to break up with somebody. Because now y'all got to go to court. That's all that do. Shit don't make nothing. Like, I had my baby for me. My babies came from me because I wanted my babies, not to keep them around. So don't ever get it twisted. Don't act like, oh, she's just stuck. I ain't stuck. I'm rich. Boka. Yeah, and then especially when you have a little girl, you just be like, oh, no, I'm not dealing with that type of shit. I ain't downplay marriage, but y'all act like marriage is everything. You can break up when you married too. You can break up when you in a relationship. You can break up when you're not in a fucking relationship. So you can break up at any time. I just hate how y'all just make it seem like that's the way of life. So you want a woman to turn fucking 30, 32, 35 without no kids because she waiting on a nigga to do the right thing. You wait on a nigga to do the right thing, you won't never have no kids. And we here to reproduce. So guess what? I had my kids. They here and I love them. They mine. Fuck whoever got something to say about it. Y'all keep talking about a ring and being married. That shit don't stop neither. All that do is just make it harder for you to break up.
Yeah, I don't I agree with everything she's saying, and I don't understand why everybody is arguing with her. Tammy is talking about, marriage being a covenant between God. Listen, I know how y'all feel about God. I know how y'all feel about the Bible and marriage and all of that. And y'all can have that. We're not about to argue about that. I'm just gonna say this. Marriage is an institution that started with people selling their women folk for cattle and land, because the women folk can have more children and have more people to help with the cattle and the land. Therefore, the woman is valuable because she can reproduce the man and create more hands to help them eat and live. That's how this started. One family and another family sell their children to one another. Well, really not sell the children, sell the daughter to a man, and the man gives the family money, a dowry, animals, something of that nature. That is what marriage is built off of. Everything else that y'all wrap around it, as far as a covenant between you and him and God and all of that shit, yeah, that's an agreement that you make. I can stand before God in the middle of the goddamn street and say I want to marry somebody, and if that's how I feel about it, that's how it is. You feel me? You feel me? What I don't like about what is being said is that this generation just isn't getting it. That's fucking cap. Nobody's generation was getting marriage, y'all. Nobody's generation was enjoying marriage to the fucking fullest and was out here having this fairy tale marriage because God put them together, and they were, people stuck it out for numerous reasons. And at the end of it, I am so sure that there are so many people that are glad that they did not have to die alone. I'm sure of it. But more often than not, the women outlived the men. The men were cheaters. The men were abusive. The men held all of the resources and hoarded it over a woman's head. A woman had to be of service constantly. And then she had to prove herself by having children so that the family would leave her the fuck alone. And sometimes they don't even leave you alone after you have one. They want you to keep popping them out. Yes, humans were not originally monogamous. You originally did not know who the fucking daddy was and nobody cared. Yeah, I know. At the end of the day, what Cash Doll is saying is that marriage does not keep anybody, and it doesn't. Most marriages end after 8 years, 7-year itch. See if you can make it over. But at the end of the day, y'all, marriage is no longer something that people are buying into because there is nothing constraining them to. Women can now take care of themselves. Why the fuck would they stay in unhappy marriages with people that are not being raised to care about their needs? Why would they do that? That doesn't even make sense. Men, why would men continue to marry women when they can just be single and fuck through however many women that they want? And there's always one woman that you can hold marriage over her head and she'll do all the little housely things you may want her to do. Come over to your apartment and clean up and all of that, knowing you got a roster and shit. Niggas don't have to do any of that anymore. So what are we doing it for? And then we saw how many of our parents stayed together until the end, and it still wasn't great the whole time. Fuck we doing that for? Death brought freedom for some people. Oh yeah. One partner passing away gave freedom to the other one. I think that shows a lot of us that marriage is cute and all of that. That's great for who it's great for. Absolutely. But marriage is not for everybody. And it shouldn't have to be the end all be all for everybody. It shouldn't have to be. Like, it's weird that y'all think that that's like all anybody should be thinking about and doing. And I do feel like women are supposed to have children because guess what they do? They have children. Like she said, she had her babies for her. Ain't nobody waiting on no nigga to get they act right before they have their children, especially if they got money and sense to take care of their kids on their own. I applaud her. The fuck? I applaud her. Those is your kids, girl. And if you wanted those kids, you have those kids, you take care of those kids. I'm not one of those people that feel like, you need a man in the household and all of that. Not necessarily. A bitch need help. Yes. You need more than one person. You might need a family unit. But trying to force wayward niggas into domesticity so that you can uphold the image that's making everybody sick in the house is crazy to me. It's crazy. If marriage works for you, that is absolutely great. But the idea that, this generation just isn't getting marriage right because they're not in the Bible. And the Bible was telling everybody exactly how to handle the marriage. You stay there until you fucking die. They're not reading it. They haven't read it. They don't know. They read it and they didn't have to read it because y'all always reminding everybody till death do us part. And do you know what most of you motherfuckers that have been married multiple times have done? Divorced. You have babies because you want to have babies as a woman, because that's something you want to do. Not because you want to create a fairy tale with a nigga that is not going to do what is needed. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Alexis Rushing, thank you for the super chat. Bondy, I moved to DC from Mississippi, raised by way of the boots. Thank you for being a piece of home away from home. I'm 28 and my grown woman body changes are a challenge. Body dysmorphia is real. No, it is real. It is absolutely real. And you take care of yourself. But always remember that whoever's down there doesn't care. Say it like that. The Quasia Graham, thank you for the super sticker, my love. Shout out to you. Let's see. We did Cash Doll, we did Dream Doll. Now let's talk about your boy Chris Brown. Girl, Chris Brown is being sued over an alleged attack that occurred at his concert Saturday night in Texas. Chris and his entourage are accused of brutally beating several men that attended his concert. What the fuck? One of the men remains hospitalized, according to Busby law firm, who is representing the alleged victims. The victims are seeking $50 million in damages. Chris, what is going on, my love? What are you going through? Where is it at? I thought I had another one. Girl, another post of Chris Brown. It was creepy. I think his face had transformed or something like that. It was very creepy. Either way, y'all, Chris Brown and his entourage are being sued for kicking people's asses at the concert. And I'm just trying to understand, Chris, what's going on, baby? Just do the show and go home. Just do the show and go home. On Saturday night in Fort Worth, entertainer Chris Brown, along with his entourage, attacked and brutally beat several men who had just attended his concert. Multiple police reports have been made. At least one of the men beaten remained hospitalized. Chris Brown has a long history of violence. He has been arrested or accused of assault on at least 10 occasions. Enough. The Busby law firm filed suit this morning on behalf of the four men brutalized this last weekend in hopes of obtaining justice. Now, let me ask you something. What the fuck is four niggas doing at a Chris Brown concert? Now, y'all know I think that whatever they said he did. Because he violent. And you ain't got to show me a nigga being violent too many times for me to know that's a violent ass nigga. And plus, y'all know how I feel about niggas who look like Chris Brown. I'm from New Orleans. Niggas is dangerous around my way. Gotta be careful around people like that. But ultimately, I really want to know what the four men showed up to the concert for. Like, what? Like, I need to understand. I need the picture. I need a video. I need to understand, because on some level, I'm like, did y'all show up on some shit? Did y'all show up to start something with Chris and ended up getting your ass tossed? Like, I just don't understand, girl. I don't know. Oof. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure we'll see more. I'm sure we'll see more. I'm sure more will take place. There's always more when it comes to a Chris Brown case, okay? There's always more. So we're going to do a last little like the video, and then we're going to get into the Cardi B of it all. Okay. Wait a minute. Here it is. All right. This is where it started. Okay. So this is Paradise Paris, right? She's a TikToker, highly successful, extremely annoying. Like, extremely annoying. Whenever I see her comments under posts, I'm just like, because she just gives thirsty for a man. That's what she gives. She gets really thirsty for a man, is how I feel. But she said, why does Cardi B feel she's above criticism? All of her peers are dropping albums and doing progressive things in their career, and she sticks out like a sore thumb. No tours, no meet and greet, no merch, one album, feature singles, and viral moments. Is she a rapper or does she rant? Cardi B said, that's not what I said. Fuck you and your three stomachs, bitch. Why y'all make me laugh like that? Okay. And then they proceeded to go back and forth for a while, Brian. Hold up. Let me find. Girl, let me find it, because she was going back and forth with Paris, and her and Joe Budden were going back and forth. Paris was taking that shit hella far. Everybody was acting like, she ate. Girl, no, she didn't. Cardi telling her about her three stomachs, I think, really sent her into a tailspin, bitch. I think it sent her somewhere and she just lost herself because she went in hard on Cardi B. And then Cardi B in turn, girl, I'm so mad because I could have sworn I saved this story. Okay, this specific story. Cardi B said some other shit to her, and I think she posted her in Offset's DMs. I was like, so you mean to tell me you're like actively online starting beef with a very volatile and probably pregnant Cardi B, saying shit to her, and y'all get into it, and meanwhile you and her husband's DMs? Is that what I am to believe is occurring with Cardi in Paris? Girl, what's going on? Like, what's really hood? Let me know if it's just me. But like, when I tell you, I hate when people say, oh, Cardi shouldn't respond. But I really do feel like, bitch, why would you respond to this girl? Like, why would you respond to this girl and give her even more clout? Like, that's what I feel. I feel like she just gave her even more clout by acknowledging her. Y'all hold up. Because either I'm overlooking it or they didn't have it. But y'all let me know down in the comments. Do y'all be seeing that girl post all the time? Because I just be like, why is she always saying some ignorant shit under some comments? Just real pick me. You know, I want a man. I need a man. Oh my God. Come put your penis in between my titties. Like, you know, she giving one of the titty fuck girls. You know, they got girls out here that just like the, you know, titty fuck. It's like, girl, why is that all you want to do? Why is that all you want to do? Like, you gonna call the nigga over here, titty fuck, give him some head and then send him home? That was it? That's all you wanted out the situation? Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I can't find this story of the DMs. Girl, it's so aggravating. It's so upsetting. But y'all could just take my fucking word for it. Either way, I'm about to make that not the last story because I forgot I wanted to talk to y'all about the Miss Kansas winner. But just give me 1 second. I want to scroll one more time and see if I missed it. And I want to come back to y'all comments right quick, right fast. But also, I feel like it's so weird to me. It's so weird to me the way people act like Cardi isn't entitled to get pregnant, to take a break, to take a little bit longer to come out with her album. Like, the fact that y'all are even still talking about her means that she's relevant. Like, I don't have to hurry up and put out a fucking album in order to stay relevant. If y'all are going to just make me news simply. Oh, okay. If y'all are going to make me news simply because I'm not doing something. Like, how the fuck you make a bitch news for not doing something? And here's the thing. I don't think that she's above criticism. I think she be talking about like the personal goings ons, you know what I'm saying, with some of these celebrities. Here we go. I finally found it, girl. Here she go.
Y'all may as well tag Cardi B because I'm finna give it to her like she thinks she give it up. And before y'all start, no, she came and found my tweet after all the tweets that I was tweeting to praise her and chose that one. And she should have stood on it. Now, don't delete nothing because I'm just now seeing it and I just woke up and it hit the bars. Yeah, you caught red-handed. All that backbiting you thought you was going behind Joe Budden and clearing him for, you doing the same thing. Don't throw no rock and hide your hand, Miss Mamas. It ain't an etch-a-sketch bitch in the motherfucking world who could ever make me feel bad about my body. You done touched everything on you, and you still got so many insecurities because you can't keep your husband at home. You done pay for bitches to get beat up because they want to suck the same dick you sucking. That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. It could be 4 stomachs. It could be 6 stomachs. It could be 7 stomachs. At the end of the day, you done sat there and paid for everything on you, and you still insecure. You still cannot keep yourself in the media.
You right. I give it to her. She right about that.
Selling sex, and the sex ain't going nowhere. It don't matter how much of a bad bitch you think you are with them hard ass. Y'all may as well tag Cardi titties. At the end of the day, what was said about you is correct. Your ass is sitting around.
It's not correct. What y'all are saying about her is not correct. What Joe Budden said that she responded to is that she's not going to come out with an album basically because she running behind a nigga. That's what Joe Budden was insinuating, that she's not going to put out any more music because she too busy laid up with Offset. And I feel like that's mad annoying that y'all do that to women. God forbid the bitch go and you know, get pregnant and be with her husband. They got a whole bunch of people getting cheated on by their husband. So the fuck what? Why are you making that her fault? Talking about because you can't keep your man. Girl, what? Y'all could, this is what shit be seeping out. I'm sorry. This is what shit be seeping out. Because you could be right in one sentence and then completely showing your fucking hand in another.
Trying to make sure you keep your family intact, and your ass is still over here cussing out fans, delusional fans, when you're getting passed up by every single body around you. You call yourself this badass rapper.
I think that's crazy to say to somebody. I think telling somebody that you getting passed up by everybody around you is some crazy shit to say to somebody. It literally makes me feel like you're projecting whatever your own insecurities are onto her after you went in on her about her body.
Rapper, and you in this terrible ass 360 deal when they
which, you know, you're entitled to do. She went in on yours first. Please don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, she's plastic, you're real, got it.
When you need to be sitting around worried about how you gonna make sure these tracks hit the fucking charts and stay, because even your peers are passing you up. It's no reason why Megan Thee Stallion is on tour right now, came out behind you, and you done did a #1 album, and your ass can't even put out a actual single that stays on the charts longer than 2 weeks.
It's crazy to me for people who don't do none of this shit to be talking about this. Like, I think y'all never are able to put yourself in one person's positions. But it's crazy for somebody that has never done any of this shit to be going in on another person for how they're doing it. When have you ever charted?
So yeah, what I said was correct. And if it hit a nerve, that's too motherfucking bad. Maybe you need to get in the booth, and maybe you need to figure out how to get some records that are actually going to stay on the charts, and stop cussing out these fans who are kids that like you, acting like you so for your fans and y'all in a good relationship when you act real motherfucking homophobic. Titties. When you sat there and told them boys he was a fag, he was a sissy, you got bigger fish to fry.
That's given, yeah. I see where you're going. Oh, she's really trying to go in. She's really trying to go in.
And it ain't me. So next time you feel like you want to come for me, first of all, you better stand on what you said. You better stand on what you said, because I'm the bitch that's gonna give it to you. I don't give a fuck how black you want to pretend you are. I'm really that. Don't nobody look at me and question it. I don't care about your accomplishment, because next time you want to say something out your mouth, I'm gonna be right here to give it right back to you. When you sat there and told them.
Talking about hard ass titties, it never gave hard. They always in a mouth. Bitch, you shaped like a gummy bear. You Flintstone vitamin shaped bitch. You hoes love surgery shaming. Bitch, I'd rather die on the table than look like you. Well, that's sad, Cardi. That's really depressing. And that's showcasing some insecurities that you have, bitch. Because I would rather look like her than die on a table to look like you. And I love you. All right. I don't care. You cannot body shame somebody and you're on your 20th face. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I know y'all hate Paris, but it's not normal to change your face and body that many times. I know surgeon need a chainsaw to cut through that scar tissue. Y'all bitches love to body shame bitches that get surgery, but when we body shame back, y'all back is the victim crying. Okay, get the words together, Cardi. We doing too much. You were the one who was body shaming first, though. Like, quit. Literally, I mean, she body shamed her because she went in on her career. She went in on her whole career. I want to say this to Barty Gang or anybody who's just a fan of my music or even my craziness. I have my good days and bad days, but you know what? Whether it's good or bad, I couldn't be happier with the obvious anticipation for my album. Sometimes I get a little aggressive because y'all know I don't like to be told what to do, but I promise you it's coming this year. Thank you for all the love and anticipation and always holding me down. Love y'all. This is such a piss poor way of lacking accountability because you have addressed my initial tweet like this instead of trying to get a fake ass drag going body for body. You're a nasty bitch with a filthy moral standing, and you better pray you can survive the media lashings of this upcoming album. Y'all, who the fuck is Paris? Does she work at a record label or something? Does she work as an executive for Billboard? Like, what the fuck? Am I the only person that feels like, girl, you literally are telling somebody they not working hard enough, and when they curse your fucking ass out, you want to play victim? She probably deleted the body shaming shit because she knows it's not just about you, bitch. I can stand on what I said about you, bitch. It's about my advertisers and the other women that gonna think I'm trying to body shame them when I was just talking to your fucking ass. That's why she probably deleted it. Because I don't want to upset other people that might be shaped like a gummy bear, but not nearly as, I don't know, negative, hating ass mother. Like, girl. I feel like she saw this tweet because this is exactly what the fuck Joe Budden was saying. This tweet went viral. I do feel like Cardi needs to stop going back and forth with everybody. I do. Does Cardi ever beef with non-black women? Where are the non-black women for her to beef with? Where are they, girl? Are they around? Because like who else? This is social media shit. And I think you pay more attention to people with blue checks. That's another thing. Nah, but Paris definitely gives one of them girls like that'll suck a nigga dick and get nothing in return. Like she seemed like one of them. But anyway, let me see if I could find the other piece to this damn puzzle. Either way, y'all, I feel like two things can be true, right? Cardi does entirely too much responding to people on social media because you don't even realize going back and forth with a bitch will end up getting them shine on your back. Okay? Shine on your back, girl. And if you want somebody to not win when they coming at you, don't respond. Because just responding gonna get their ass on the blogs and now they gonna have more followers. It is what it is. That's why a lot of times you really should ignore bitches or come at them from a fake page. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like she had posted a DM of her in Offset's DMs trying to holler at him. I thought I had saved that shit. Maybe it was fake and they deleted it. I don't know. But I could have sworn I saw that shit. Either way, y'all, it's a mess out here. It's a mess out here. The girls are fighting and always throwing dick in each other's faces. It's so whack. I want y'all to stop doing that. Like, honestly, I just think it's weird for people to tell another person they're not working hard enough at their career. Like, I'm sorry. I do think that that's weird. I do think that, you know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. Okay. Somebody put it in a Discord. Oh, shit. Y'all know I hate when y'all do that because I don't have it on this. Not that I hate that y'all do that. It's just that I don't have it on this computer. Hold on. Let me see. Don't switch. It's in a Discord. Where y'all put it in a Discord? Paris would have won if it wasn't for her thirsting over Offset. But that's okay. Hold up. Yeah. I don't. Let me see. I don't want somebody. There we go. Okay. Thank you, love. Thank you. Not Paris 3 stomachs. I can't stand y'all. I can't fucking stand y'all. Okay. Copy. Hold up. I gotta send this to myself, girl. Hold up. Yo, why they call Paris 3 stomachs? That's fucked up. Why y'all body shaming people? Y'all wrong for that. Y'all know y'all wrong, right? Why y'all body shaming people? You're wrong, brother. You're wrong. I just kind of feel like y'all be going at people next real hard, bro. Y'all be going at people next real hard on the internet, and then y'all get mad when they respond to y'all, and then make it seem like the person should have never responded because they famous. And I don't like when y'all do that. I don't like when y'all do that. The girl Paris changed her Twitter handle to Paris 3 Stomachs Offset's future bait. Oh wow. Wow, my nigga, that's wow. My nigga, that's wild as fuck. Hold up, y'all. I'm about to pull it up. I'm about to pull up the DM. Just give me 1 second. Shit moving like molasses out this motherfucker. Hold up. Let me just blackberry molasses. And gotta keep running on. The sun don't rain all the time. It's gonna be some heartache and pain. Man, here y'all go with this shit, man. Never mind, bro. Make shit hard all the time. All right, y'all. I got it. We good. I'm sorry. This shit funny as fuck to me. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Go ahead, Daddy. Oh, who do you love? Rock on. Who do you love? Are you sure? How you doing, miss? Y'all know LL Cool J got a new song out? That old ass nigga won't never go sit down nowhere. I'm not mad at him neither. All right. Here you go. December 11th, bitch. I heard you was single now. I got some things I want to do to you when you get free. Let me know. We can go over the details. It looked like Six Flags. I want to go. Hey, sister, since you like sharing, tell him open the DMs. I got a mad water slide. She calls herself a timeline terrorist. Okay. Uh-huh. And that will be the last time I talk of her. That will be the last time I speak. This will be the last. Hopefully, this will be the last time I speak to this young girl, because I feel like I don't know how y'all don't see, like, you are very, like, you have a lot of vitriol towards somebody you don't know. I think it's so crazy to go in on somebody about their own career and tell them what they're doing wrong when you're not even in the same business as them. And then you've literally been in their niggas DMs trying to fuck. That's weird, my girl. And that's why I said it's mad pick me energy. It's mad pick me ass energy. And I wish that you wouldn't do that. I told y'all she was giving, I'll suck a nigga dick and send him home and don't get nothing in return. Girls like that, they just don't love themselves. And they act like they do when they slut shame other women that have exactly what they wish they could have. It's just a lot of feeling inadequate because of some dick you can't have or can't get. And it's sad. And I want better for y'all. All right, y'all. Lastly, y'all, Miss Kansas. Let's get into Miss Kansas.
Vision as the next brand ambassador for the Miss Kansas organization.
My vision as the next Miss Kansas is to eliminate unhealthy and abusive relationships. Matter of fact, some of you out in this audience saw me very emotional because my abuser is here today. But that's not going to stop me from being on this Miss Kansas stage and from representing as the next Miss Kansas.
All right, so let's read. The contest took place in January, but the video from it now going viral on social media. During her winner's acceptance speech, ICU nurse Alexis Smith stated, my vision, it's Alexis, right? Okay. My vision as the next Miss Kansas is to eliminate unhealthy and abusive relationships. And then she went on to say what happened. She says, because my community deserves healthy relationships. She later told reporters that at the age of 14, she entered a very abusive relationship that she was in until 2019. Oh my God. She says her heart dropped when she noticed her abuser had arrived to watch the competition. Someone I have been healing from tried to disrupt my peace, she stated. Instead of falling into silence, I chose to live out my vision for a better world. I took back the power, not just for myself, but for my dreams and everyone watching and listening. I know that's right. I know that's right. Why the fuck would he come? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I know why you would come. You would come because you want to make her feel uncomfortable. You would come because you want to steal her joy in some way. That's how abusers are. They gotta take the moment. They gotta steal from you in some type of way, energetically, in the moment. That's what they're gonna do, girl, because that's how they is. Shout out to Jamie That's Me. Speaking of Jamie That's Me, will be hosting the Ooh Ladies First panel this week. So y'all make sure that y'all come through. But yeah, y'all, man, these domestic violence situations are just a lot. Just a lot for any person to really deal with. So shout out to Miss Kansas. I think she did another interview. I was trying to find that, but she did another interview after that, and I can't find it for right now, but that's okay because I've been on here long enough, girl. Also, what else? Wait, before damn, I lost it oh yeah, and I think I'm gonna talk about this with y'all tomorrow, in the next Bondy Blue show on Wednesday. Girl, y'all saw what's going on with Chaotic and Scrappy? I talked about it in the members only live, but Chaotic did another live on his YouTube channel today because he is really trying to grow his YouTube channel. And this mess between him and Scrappy on Love and Hip Hop is pushing his YouTube channel. Now, at this point, I don't know whether to believe it or not, because you can never believe anything that comes out of these people's mouths. But essentially, I feel like what we're seeing here is Chaotic learning that Scrappy is a lazy user that likes to make himself a victim whenever people call him to the carpet for his lazy ass behavior. His ain't shit, disloyal, but begging everybody else to only be for him ass, energy. He's fucked up. Scrappy's fucked up. Scrappy responded on live. Yeah, I saw. But we listen, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll talk about it then. All right. I hope you guys have a good rest of y'all day. I hope y'all enjoy the live. I love you guys. And y'all come back tomorrow. All right. Bye.